Hello and welcome to Reddit on Reddit, the internet's auditory version of Reddit. I'm Nelson Allingham, joined by Michael Campbell.
Hey Nelson, what's going on?
I'm doing good stuff.
No, I didn't say how are you. Oh, you're doing good stuff.
Yeah.
As in, wait, is your good stuff this podcast, or were you doing good stuff and have had to stop do this podcast?
Yeah, I was doing good stuff.
Right. Now you're going to do some, frankly, for the third week, late stuff.
Late stuff. And you know what? I'm sick of the lip that we're getting from people. I spoke to Vin. Hadn't heard from him for a while.
Sure. Long-time listener, Vin.
Long-time listener,
One of
Vin.
our most treasured listeners. Wouldn't want to let him down.
Yeah, well, don't really care for him anymore. He said, should I be expecting the podcast tonight? This was Monday. Or will I be disappointed again?
You just give him a wink and you say, wow, you find out.
No, I said, shut your trap hole. Okay, we'll do the podcast when we're good and ready. I'm sick of... Like, we do this for free. I'd much prefer watching TV, doing anything else. I'm doing this for you, the listener.
What? So why do you do this podcast? Is it for the fame and glory?
It's for the listener. But not when they're getting all...
Oh, there you go.
Kind of sick of that.
We do have slightly different perspectives on the listener, don't we? Because I'm always very pandering to the listener.
Yeah.
I always think that,
But everybody sees through that. Yeah. You can't bet. You pander to them and they know it.
Well, but I'm interested to know from the listener, so write in readitpodcast@gmail.com. Do you like Nelson's frank, honest take, or do you like my sugar-coated, sweet take on you?
Yes, that's right. I just want to let you know, I don't care if you write in or not. Zero cares in the world.
Why, I, on the other hand, would very much appreciate it.
Anywho, let's get into Reddit on Reddit.
Please.
Before we get complaints or something. Ungrateful. This Reddit on Reddit is by Jaiga99. This was a screenshot of a Twitter post.
Right, so it's more of a Reddit on Twitter.
Reddit on Twitter. Sometimes that happens, But I like that about Reddit. Reddit's everything.
Reddit is kind of all social medias in one.
It's all the good stuff. Like you don't have to go through Twitter and like troll through all the crap that you don't care about.
Yeah.
And you just go to Reddit and then get somebody else to post that. So this is also by Rob Wiseman. Is he a person?
Yeah, probably. I mean, if he's got a Twitter account.
I mean like a well-known person. Do you know
Does he have a little blue tick after his name?
No.
No, then
so
he's
probably nobody.
He's an absolute nobody, Nelson.
But does it come up on every... Anyway, look, this is not important.
Unless this is a fake account for Rob Wiseman.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It doesn't say true Rob Wiseman.
At Rob Wiseman official.
Yeah. Okay. Imagine if your roommate made you watch a movie and left 10 minutes into it. Dick move, right? My point is, old people shouldn't get to vote. Takes a bit of a turn there.
Yeah, it does.
Didn't know when that was coming. But does he make a good point?
Which half? Because I feel like this needs to be dissected in two halves.
Oh, okay.
One is a witty kind of comment on like a roommate dynamic in watching a crappy movie, and the other one is a very pointed political point.
I mean, I think it's meant to be all in one. But if you would like to break down, let's do this. Okay, I say, hey Cambo, let's watch this movie.
Yeah.
It's Spider-Man Homecoming? No, it has to be something that you don't really want to watch, because otherwise that's fine.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, Nelson left. I'm like, no, but Spider-Man Homecoming is pretty cool.
But it needs to be something kind of like middle of the road.
Okay.
Like The Mummy 2. It's like, it's okay.
I wouldn't get you to watch that with me. No, actually, I might, and then leave 10 minutes.
Yeah. And because then I'd be annoyed, because I'd be like... Well, this one isn't as good, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, and I want to see the end now.
I'm
already 10 minutes in. I mean, they've already set up the whole, Brendan Fraser's done some witty stuff. Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that. At real Brendan Fraser. Anyway, So you're fine with that?
As a point that it's a dick move.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless the only asterisk would be if you sat down and you're like, I've got the Mummy Returns. That's what it's called. If I got the Mummy Returns all lined up, and we're 10 minutes in, then you get a phone call that is an emergency, and you run out. That is one of the only times I'd be like, oh, not such a dick move.
So it's circumstance as well.
Though if it were a booty call, that is literally a dick move.
Oh,
See what I'm saying?
I see.
Yeah.
I see. I think we're losing the point of this tweet.
Sorry. Old people shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Yeah. So, what do you think about that?
I think it's a dangerous precedent. I understand.
Yeah, we're going to work it out right now.
Okay.
It's fine.
I understand. I assume I have to assume a lot because it's a very short tweet about this. I assume he's talking.
I don't think there's any more in depth to this.
Well,
it is then like.
Well, no, I would say I would assume that his
opinion.
point is generally that old people are kind of out of touch with today's issues.
No, it's just that they're not going to be there when their vote has consequence. That's the whole point of the movie, you know? It's like, I'm not really going to be there for what you have to sit through. That's his whole point.
Yeah, but okay, so this is my only problem with this.
Yes.
Is that is because like let's take American presidency, right?
Yep.
That's 4 years.
Yeah.
But that would need to be an extremely old person to die within the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Or are you saying?
I think
maybe I'm taking this too literally because you're talking grand scheme, the initiatives and the stuff that they implement, they won't be around for.
Yes. What were you thinking?
Like literally the term of that politician. I was taking
that's
this
not
really
really
literally.
how politics works. You know, you don't get a president in and they can only impact those 4 years.
Yeah, so
that
yeah.
is not how life works.
I'm aware that this is on me.
Yeah. Okay.
My scope was far too small
Yeah.
when you presented this to me, and maybe that's just a that's just.
I
a
don't
problem.
think you should vote. Now that I think about it.
Which sucks because we have to vote in like a week.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
By the
Or
way,
is it this week?
the 8th. Listeners don't care about this, but I think it's the 18th.
Because didn't you say this week a lot next week? Then your girlfriend said no, it's this week. Now I don't know.
Well, yeah, no.
I'm going to vote twice. What are they going to do about it?
It's next week.
Okay.
So here's a quick thing. Took one of those surveys today. Oh, we were doing it at work. I'm sure that
Which Kardashian are you?
Yeah. I'm Kendall Jenner.
Good.
I think she's the billionaire. That's good.
I
Anyway,
don't
it's one of
understand.
those things that which we do it through the ABC here, but I'm assuming every country has their own thing. And you fill out a questionnaire, and it tells you which party you're most aligned to.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So we were kind of filling that out.
Can you trust that information, Cambo?
Well,
maybe it always points you in the wrong direction.
Well, here's the problem, right? So you answer maybe 15 questions, like, what is your stance on immigration? What if someone's been suspected of terrorism, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the end, it's like, how do you feel about this party? How do you feel about this politician?
What?
And I'm kind of thinking, well, that's where the weight of this poll really comes in.
You could just ignore everything.
Yeah. And then
okay.
So
that's really dumb.
My girlfriend was filling it out, and then she got through all that, and then we were kind of talking, and I heard her still kind of muttering along. She's like, yeah, all right, German? I'm like, wait, what are you answering? She's like, my family heritage. I'm like, what has that got to do with anything? What kind of weird data collection are they attempting to just get as much information from you as possible?
I mean, I guess that is, like, that's not to say which party you should vote for. It's so that they can
collect data.
Yeah, they can talk about, people in this socioeconomic kind of world are voting more heavily for this party.
Anyway, my point is and
then, you know what? And then that actually could answer the age question a bit more, you know? Because if older people are, like, more aligned with a certain party.
And that they are.
And,
generally speaking.
Yeah,
and I am generalizing there.
Yeah.
But I'm also... pretty accurate.
But it's true. Because all old people are racist. And it's not that they're racist, they just don't like anybody that's not Australian.
Yes, yeah. They're nationalists is what they are.
So, you know, that's like Yeah, interesting data. I mean, really, this tweet also, I think, a good parallel to that is like the Brexit, right?
Yeah.
They said that a lot of old people voted to leave the EU,
Yeah.
but they're not going to have to deal with the consequences
Of that.
or even if they are, but not for as long.
Mhm.
So I feel like that was a really good example of,
Yeah.
of
Yep.
you know.
Okay, yeah. That really solidifies this point.
And so then when doing one of these surveys, you know, it's almost like it's the pre-vote before the actual vote, because it kind of shows you the breakdown of what people are going to do. So then maybe it's a good thing because you can educate or younger people. I mean, with Brexit, it was different as well because you have to vote in Australia for that. But the Brexit wasn't compulsory, right?
No.
So that meant that a lot of younger people didn't vote. But maybe if they saw statistics like this or something, they might.
Also, I remember seeing something that the day after the Brexit vote, the most Googled question in the country was, what is Brexit?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's a whole problem in itself, isn't it? It's like, that's not necessarily an age thing. That's like a nobody was paying attention sort of thing.
You know who I feel sorry for? Is the listeners of this show that have waited 2 extra days to hear our half-cocked political opinions that we don't really have any like.
Yeah. You still haven't answered the question, Cambo. Should people, old people,
can I
vote?
answer your question?
Oat. Should they oat?
Should they? Yeah, everyone can oat.
Everybody can oat.
Yeah.
It's
My
easy.
granddad makes great oats.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe our old people should oat.
Yeah, but oat more. It's healthy for you.
Yeah. I'm going to answer your question with a question.
Okay.
What age would you propose as the cutoff?
Older than us?
Just every year, older than us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I always want to vote, obviously. It's my future, Cambo.
What's retirement age?
That's like 65. Or is it older than that now?
I think
is it like closer to 70?
Yeah, I think they pushed it back for our generation. But do you think it's like after the retirement phase is when you start losing touch a little bit more and, you know?
It's yeah, I don't know. Because that's kind of hard to say, isn't it? I mean, obviously it means some things are less relevant to you.
Yeah.
But like, if you're like voting in like policies that affect the pension or, you know, what we have, which is a super fund.
Yeah. Like
certain things like this that you might be against because you're like, oh, well, like I think there was one of the parties is increasing the percentage of super fund, which means, you know, certain businesses have to pay more and there's more taxes and so essentially it means like if you're an old person, you don't want to do that because you only have a few years left and you don't want to pay extra taxes or something or however that might affect you. And so you don't vote that party, but that's exactly the problem with it. And so I think the thing is you need to weigh it against, if you're an older person, what things are dramatically going to impact your life that younger people won't care about? Because theoretically, younger people will still care about it because they're going to get there eventually. So really it's like, yeah, maybe that's have a cut-off age because the older people are going to have, you know, opinions that don't help younger people, but younger people are going to help themselves and theoretically old people. Although that could be more in the now rather than future-proofing themselves.
So I think this. I've had some time to think about it while you were saying whatever you were saying.
Yes.
Old people should be able to vote because it's the only way that you get true democracy. Because anything else is starting to get a little bit, you know, George Orwell-y. Yes. And I think like and that shows that democracy maybe isn't perfect.
Yeah.
But if you want to live in a democracy, you need to have a proper democracy, and you can't stifle people like that.
What if we could vote on it now? Everybody can vote now, right?
Yep.
So you have the opportunity to say, when I turn 65, let's say as an example, I elect that we can no longer vote.
Okay.
So you're changing the law for the future. So it doesn't happen now, but it happens when you're 65.
What if the votes after 65 count as half? So then they
Yeah,
still
you
get
could-
an
yeah.
impact, but it's just lessened.
That's true. Yeah, that is an idea you could. I mean, let's grade it. Totally, completely. If you're 18, you get 1 million votes.
No.
Now that's worse. 18-year-olds don't know what they want.
And
Bloody young'uns.
And in a weird turn of events, the boobs party has been elected.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we do have the Australian Sex Party, so that is pretty much the boobs party.
That's true.
And they have my vote. So, but I think, that's a good idea to like have the vote. But then that makes sense, right? Let's vote for it now because right now we're like, man, I hate it that old people, get to make decisions on our future.
Yeah.
So, let's like back ourselves up. Let's say, okay, well, let's future-proof our children because we know it's annoying right now.
Okay, let's say that. And dear listener, if our episode next week is a day or two late, it's because we're organizing this.
We're bloody doing it.
We're
gonna start. Let's get into politics, Kimbo. Let's start our own party.
The boobs party.
The boobs party. I was gonna say the Reddit party, but boobs party has a nice ring to it.
We'll pivot to Reddit later on when our policy is that everyone subscribe.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. If we're elected, it just everybody has to subscribe.
Look, there is a fine if you don't.
Yeah.
But we get that money from the fine. So either way, we're coming. We're coming out on top.
It's a win-win situation. I can't see what could go wrong. Also, every 6 months there's a quiz just to see if you're listening.
What is allegedly Cambo's favorite food?
Yeah, that's right. Listeners, you're a step ahead.
Yeah.
You're already there. Anywho, let's move into Ask Reddit. Ask Reddit. This Ask Reddit is by Siverburn2000. Men of Reddit.
Ooh, that's us.
That's us. What girly habits do you enjoy?
What girly habits do you enjoy?
Mm.
I really like buying clothes. I mean, this is a very like pedestrian kind of question, isn't it?
We have to go with. I thought about this.
Yeah.
And we have to go with like sort of generically sexist things.
Well,
that are considered girly. So I would say that buying clothes is girly in this sense.
Right, okay, because my point was going to be, well, that's just a gross stereotype of women. But you're saying that's what we maybe need to lean into.
That's the bar that we have to set, right? Just so that everybody understands we're not sexist. We're not saying that if you love buying clothes, you are girly or a girl. But just to answer this question, that's where we have to set the bar.
Right. And just know that we're doing this with an ironic detachment.
Yes, that's right. You're obviously gay because you like clothes.
And you're saying that's a problem.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Okay, so you like buying clothes.
Yeah.
But do you...
Women's clothes, I should mention.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's scary. Have you ever thought about about wearing a dress?
I haven't, but I can think about it now if you'd like.
Because, let's flip this on its head a little bit. We're talking about really girly things.
Yeah.
Theoretically, there should be nothing wrong with a man wearing a skirt.
That's true.
Not a kilt.
Well, the closest I've come is a kilt.
Yeah,
I'll let you know now I was a coward. Wore underwear with it.
What are you doing?
I know. I'm not proud of it, Nelson. In fact, I regret saying it.
Yeah.
Quite frankly. I wish I never said it. My heritage is Scottish. I'm going to be disowned.
Oh, my God. You're going to get hung for that.
They wouldn't know
that's
if I'm
what they
hung.
do.
They wouldn't know if I'm hung, because I'm wearing underwear.
Oh, you got him. Okay, so...
What about you? What would you, quote-unquote, girly thing do you enjoy?
The girly thing I enjoy... this is what I think I would enjoy, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't think there's anything I do that's in the girly category that I do currently enjoy. But I think I'd like to get like a manicure and a pedicure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think I would enjoy that. Because I like, sort of massages, like, being pampered. That's what I need.
Right.
I'm not necessarily into the, getting my nails painted or anything. I don't think that, that would be part of it. But I like the idea of like the maintenance to the fingers and toes area.
You like the care being taken with you.
Yeah.
More than the aesthetics of like the nail polishes and stuff.
Yeah. I just like to know that somebody cares.
What about, could we as a duo maybe go get those face masks and lie in one of those mud baths?
Yeah.
I don't know what they do other than it's some kind of exfoliator, I believe.
Yeah, I mean,
but our skin could be glowing.
Do they really do anything? Probably not. But yeah, we could.
Yeah.
If you'd like to do it with us, write in. We could do a live stream.
Yeah.
Of us just
it'll join our collection.
Pampered.
It will join our collection of just bizarre live streams that anyone that doesn't listen to this show.
Maybe Hazim wants to do that one.
Get pampered.
Get pampered with us.
We could get pampered and eat party pies at the same time.
Oh,
it's a possibility.
It's a good idea. They don't really go together, do they?
Wow, in a perfect world, they do.
Yeah. in Gambo's like fantasy world, the happy place that you go to.
I do notice I have gotten quite into the acai bowl, right? And it's for people that aren't familiar, full of acai berries, but then there's all kinds of like colorful fruits and stuff in it.
Yeah.
And whenever I go, there's one place in particular quite near here that I go and get them.
Yeah.
The skew from male to female is apparent.
Yeah.
It's mainly me, and then a lot of like blonde girls in their 20s wearing gym gear.
Yeah.
Also sitting around in this cycle.
Yeah.
So maybe that also skews a little more feminine for me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
Because mine is very colorful. So the one that I get.
Yeah. Okay.
In case you're asking, Nelson, banana, strawberry, and kiwi fruit are the 3 fruits I get in mine.
Oh. Do you always get fruit?
Yep.
Do they? I mean, you
can do smoothies and stuff, but I get the little bowls.
Yes. Oh no, I have had my sister used to make a pudding thing. There you go.
There you go.
And I think that one's banana flavored. So
very good.
There's that conversation. Yeah, I don't think I do other girly things. No.
Do you sit down when you pee?
That's a good one. No. I know. I there's a lot of guys though that are sitters.
Really?
Yeah, I saw. I think it was on Reddit. A lot of guys just talking about like, you know what? I prefer sitting.
Oh.
Yeah, which I find that weird because I just think it's so much more convenient to pee.
Yeah, I agree, and I don't like you kind of have to tuck a little bit.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to tuck that. You can't let your wiener touch the bowl.
No,
God, no, thank you.
Cold and weird.
Yeah, that's right. You instantly feel dirty when that happens.
You really do.
You're like, I need to have a shower now. I don't know about like it's my own toilet, but it just seems gross.
So aim is exponentially better.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's the upside.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I've got another one for you here, Cambo.
Please.
This is by Nicholas Mistwalker.
I approve.
Blind people of Reddit, what do you find sexually attractive? Now, I brought this up actually because
I'm blind.
I think somebody you spoke to was maybe a bit offended by us talking about how shallow people are and humans are in general.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, this eliminates theoretically the shallowness, or at least, gives you a different perspective.
Yeah.
On what humans might find attractive without being able to look at somebody.
Yeah.
So I had a look at the comments, and nothing there. It's just a bit of a joke.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Bit of a blind joke.
Yeah. Just braille comments.
Yeah. There were comments which I was confused about.
Yeah. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, I must be an idiot because there's obviously computers that are made to function for visually impaired people.
I know, but that blows my mind. Like, how the hell does that work? Like, isn't it on Daredevil? He has a thing that like reads the paper or something like that. Yeah. But still,
we base a lot of our blind culture from the show Daredevil, and now it's been cancelled. We'll never know anymore.
What have we got to go off?
They're all good at martial arts. We've got that bit of it.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. You have to be.
Yeah.
We can run away from a group of thugs on the street.
Yeah.
They might walk straight into it.
And you've brought this up to not offend people. Is the crazy bit here.
Okay, anyway. So here's a comment that I had.
So was the question what attracts you, or was it sexually attracts you in particular?
Blind people have read it. What do you find sexually attractive?
Interesting. All right, yeah.
Okay.
I had to set my barometer.
All right, yep. This is by Banging the Dead. And he's...
No. Let's listen to what Banging the Dead has to say. You'll like
this.
Okay.
You'll like this. My buddy is blind from birth, 27. And a few months ago, I let him know about the audio descriptive section on Pornhub. He was completely unaware that it existed.
Well, how would he have seen it?
First thing he said the next time I saw him was, bloody hell, that stuff is a bit filthy. Changed his life.
So I guess, but yeah, being blind from birth, he must have just been like, oh, porn, what is that? A bit of sexy fun, is it?
Yeah.
And every visually normal, that's not the word. Every guy that can see, we all know it's not a bit of fun. It's these women, these poor women.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's right. But so maybe as a tip, if you're trying to pick up a blind person, just whisper what you do to them in bed in a real filthy way. They might like it.
Well, because we used to work at the cinema, and we used to have audio descriptive units for films, and sometimes I had to test them, so I put them on. And it's a very monotone voice normally.
Yeah, I wonder what it's like in Pornhub.
Oh, this is my question. If it's the same monotone voice, that would really take me out.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because surely it would be a female. For probably majority
it would
of videos.
depend on the genre, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
there'll be certain things that I'm curious how they would describe.
Yeah,
because certain genres of porn, there's a lot going on at one time.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess they have to pick their targets.
That's true. Hit the main points.
It's like, this one. Or maybe there's just multiple people talking at once.
Or
this guy's doing this girl's doing that, this guy's doing this to the same girl.
Or at one point, they're like, this bit is indescribable.
Yeah.
I'm lost for words.
Honestly, the sound kind of sums it up.
You're lucky because you don't want to see this.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Imagine getting described 2 girls, 1 cup. No, thank you.
Yeah, you just hear the audio descriptive person slowly lose their mind. And now she is, oh, no. And she, no, oh, no.
That's unhealthy. That has got to be unhealthy. Okay. But here's another one. Now, it was a bit of a Josh, okay, about this one by amateurish at best. Got it.
Amateurish at best, okay.
They said long hair and a smooth voice.
Okay. Yeah. I know this is maybe even a cliche, but a lot of people think that Scarlett Johansson has a very sexy
my
voice.
God, I love her voice.
Yeah.
I was mostly attracted to her after the movie Her. It was so
hers
good.
isn't necessarily smooth; it's quite raspy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so voice. I can really picture. Like I get how, especially after watching Her, you're like, yeah, voices really can be sexy. She does a voice in the Jungle Book as well. She's the seductress snake.
Right.
And it's like that perfect kind of like, I really get it.
Imagine getting turned on by the Jungle Book snake.
Well, Nelson, we're all human beings. We can all admit. Write in readitpodcast@gmail.com. Did you get turned on by the seductive snake in the Jungle Book?
I haven't seen it. I'm going to watch it. Yeah. I'll let you know. I'll write in. But I thought long hair, that's such an interesting one because I've thought about that with, previous girlfriends that I had, like occasionally cuddling in the bed. Sure. You might be playing with their hair or something. Mm-hmm. And I think I would appreciate longer hair, sort of being able to touch that and play with that a little bit. And so perhaps even then, by sight, even though I haven't really thought about it, I might be more sexually attracted to somebody with long hair, kind of subconsciously, because I know, that's like a,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I understand this.
I think there's something this interesting to get a perspective from somebody who doesn't have one of the senses that we do.
It's a point of view from someone, ironically, without a view.
Without a view.
Yeah.
Oh. I'll do another one.
Okay. Because that one was amateurish at best.
Yeah, that's right. This by the Doctor. 2394. Ooh. I have been blind for a while now, and the sexiest thing ever is a good sense of humor.
Well, yeah. This is why I asked at the beginning if it's sexual attraction or just attraction, because the one thing I am really attracted to is someone's laugh.
Yeah.
And not even just someone's laugh, but someone that laughs a lot. I find very attractive,
Right.
and I think that would translate visual or not. If someone, and that is more or less someone with a good sense of humor. They laugh a lot and they like to have fun.
Yeah.
And
okay, Camby, they
but-
find you funny. Yeah, stroke your own ego, mate. When somebody laughs at all my jokes.
stroke something, Nelson.
Oh.
But I wouldn't say that's necessarily like sexual attraction. I think that's just attraction.
Yeah.
Like if I hear someone laugh, I'm not getting aroused.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I mean, but it's interesting though, right? Because it's like I put in this category, right, intelligence, but I think it can increase attractiveness, because like sexual attractiveness.
Yeah.
And we've spoken about this recently, but Rachel Riley, who's on the 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. Actually, she's on the normal countdown anyway. But she does the maths. And we spoke about how much more like she's an attractive lady already. And then she does a maths problem. Do you know what? I was going to message you today because I actually watch that show while I'm on the treadmill.
Yeah.
And she solved this number problem. I was just like, that's amazing. She went to over 1,000, Cambo, and then back down again to the answer.
Crazy.
Amazing. I was like, I'm so attracted to this lady right now. And I think it does sort of increase her sexual attractiveness.
Yeah.
Even though it's, that something. And so I think humor can kind of be in the same category.
Yeah.
Where it's like maybe you don't, again, maybe not so conscious about it, but I think it can increase that sexual attraction.
And intelligence is a definite one as well. And I think you would agree with me here. My girlfriend's far more intelligent than me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But I find that so attractive. About her.
Yeah.
That she
it's not hard though. So
no, it's really not. Remember that first one where I didn't associate the tweet properly? And I'm like, it's just 4 years. What's the big deal?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Low bar.
I wasn't going to bring that one up again, but that's fine. But yeah, that's true. Yeah. Actually, and I think even one of my early girlfriends, I became unattracted to her because I found out that she wasn't that intelligent.
Right.
Just through like conversations, like her logic didn't really add up, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then I do reckon that I found her less attractive every time.
Interesting.
So I made her do Sudokus.
And you guys broke up.
Yeah, we broke up with her. I don't know. It's strange. I broke up with her, okay?
Oh, okay.
Because she couldn't do Sudokus.
You came home, empty Sudokus everywhere. You're like, what is this? What? I left you one job.
I can't go on anymore. Our relationship is a sham. Anywho, okay, I think that's it. Why did I have a third one here?
I don't know.
Nah, it's not important.
Okay.
Let's get into Today I Learned. So now it's time for Today I Learned. Let's play the intro to that. Today I Learned. This Today I Learned is by Breeze in the Trees. Today I learned timeless physics is the controversial view that time, as we perceive it, does not exist as anything other than an illusion. Arguably, we have no evidence of the past other than our memory of it, and no evidence of the future other than our belief in it.
What about in regards to the past, like photos?
Yes, but I think it's like more about the
tactile nature of it.
Or the linear progression of it.
Right, yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not saying that time doesn't exist. Oh, no, maybe it does.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It says that, okay.
I understand the theory that time isn't necessarily linear.
Yeah.
That's how we as a species kind of perceive it.
Yeah.
We perceive it one after the other, but there could be another species out deep in space that kind of see all time at once, or I understand that as a concept. And whether or not it is completely true, who knows? But the point is, there's not enough evidence to also disprove it as well. So you need to take it into account, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But
Yeah.
this theory confuses me a little more
Oh, it confuses me so much.
because they're saying that there's no proof of time.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, have you seen a clock? Clocks
Well,
are everywhere, man.
They're bloody everywhere. That reminds me of something dumb, actually. I remember watching a news show about. It was talking about how it's good to teach kids philosophy when they're younger, and so it was showing like a primary school class. Kid was probably like maybe 7 or something, so it's like pretty young. And he was talking about the concept of time. And the interview went something like this. So I think if all clocks just stopped, then I sort of think that time would just time would still exist and we'd just still go forward. I was like, this kid hasn't learned anything. He thinks that if you stop all watches and clocks in the world, that time will still exist. Obviously, you moron.
But Nelson, have we ever tried it?
Oh my God.
See what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
This kid's onto something.
I didn't
And
even
you were
think
about to
about
dismiss
that.
him out of hand.
What an idiot. I've gone years thinking this kid's an idiot. We haven't
Years.
even tried it. Oh my Lord.
All right, if we're late with an episode, not next week, but the week after, it's because we're trying this.
Yeah, we're trying this. But no, I actually like your point earlier about photos because, this is far too complex for me.
Yeah.
In general, for us, I don't know why I brought this up on our podcast when we just spoke about how we're not that intelligent.
Yeah.
But that to me is actually like sort of a good argument to say, okay, I understand the concept of we sort of just believe that the
Time
past
is linear.
past
Right,
has
right.
existed,
Yeah.
that the future is going to come, but a picture depicts
A time
a
where you were
time where
somewhere
you're
doing
in
something.
the past,
Yeah.
or even then like written anything. And I think and I think it is more kind of complex than that, and it probably does go on the maybe time isn't linear, so it's like you think that's happened in the past, but actually that's happening in the future. What? This makes no sense. Canberra, I'm going to tell you why I brought this one up.
Please.
Mainly is because I couldn't find any good Today I Learned.
Okay.
Surprisingly, we spoke about that for a longer period of time than I thought we were going to. This is what I had to deal with today. I went to the Today I Learned subreddit.
As you'll want to do.
Yeah. The top post of this week.
Yep.
Stop me when you think we can talk about one of these, okay? Because maybe
Should
I just
also
need
at the same time get the next theme ready.
get it ready.
Okay.
But and let me get through like maybe 3, all right, before you decide.
I won't press the button without consent.
Okay. But sometimes I really struggle. I think maybe I just need your input, and you'll be like, "I've got this.
Yeah.
This is the sort of genres we can talk about."
I don't like pressure though.
Okay. No, that's right. Well, I'm hoping you say, no, you're right, Nelson.
Okay.
All of these are rubbish.
Yeah.
You chose correctly. Okay. The one about time and stuff. I mean, there's no wrong answers in that, is there? It's not like we can have an incorrect conversation
Because here's
about
the thing.
that.
You can say whatever spurious things you want and it can be garbage. And then and you go, anyway, just a theory.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
No one can disprove it.
Yeah. Okay, so this one was from Bert Gummer, 1911.
And this is the top post in Today.
Top post of this week. Today I learned that farmers in USA are hacking their John Deere tractors with Ukrainian firmware, which seems to be the only way to actually own the machines and their software rather than rent them for lifetime from John Deere.
I hadn't heard about the hacking, but I had heard about the idea that John Deere tractors you never fully own.
Yeah.
Which is a crazy kind of
yeah,
thing, isn't it?
it is interesting, I think. And it's like, and I wonder if they pay like a full amount to theoretically own it.
I don't know if you can.
Is it no, but I mean like, because you're obviously spending money on it.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering like, do you? Oh no, you're right. There has to be just an ongoing cost, regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I wonder how much that is because that could be super expensive.
See, we talked about that.
But interesting. I find that very interesting.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the limit of the discussion on that, right? It's like, oh, I wonder how much they pay. I mean, I'm not going to click on the article. I'm not an idiot.
Probably $100.
Yeah. And so it's like, because they could get a tractor for like $200 or something. But then surely if they're just not paying the extra money, then John Deere will eventually come out and be like, hey, we're going to take our tractor back. Because obviously it's like software, right? That's like if you don't update, then the tractor won't work or something.
Yeah.
But if you presumably stop paying them money, and then they're going to say, hey, you haven't used this tractor for 6 months.
Yeah.
So we're going to come and get it because it's theoretically ours. And you're no longer renting it from us.
I think the idea is I think you do pay outright for them.
Yeah.
I think it's like I'm pulling this number off the top of my head, but it's like a 100-year contract.
Right.
So technically speaking, they could, after 100 years, take it back. And I don't think that John Deere necessarily do that. But it's this weird clause in their contract.
But they obviously stop people from using it at a point. And that's why they need the firmware.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. Or like, I don't know if
this would be very, like, way more interesting if I did read the article.
Like, I don't know if this is a thing, but maybe people are doing illegal activity with a tractor. And John Deere can be like, why are they crossing the Mexican border so much?
Yeah.
Smuggling heroin, perhaps.
Oh,
I'll
see.
put a stop to it. Click the button. Oh, it's still going.
Oh,
Illegal activity.
these bloody Ukrainians.
Yep.
With the firmware. Again, interesting topic. We didn't really have much information about that.
No.
Here's another one real quick.
Please.
Okay, I'm not going to do a third one, but let's just do this one quick.
Okay.
Today I learned, this is by Searchlights. Today I learned a Stanford study, 2016, found a positive correlation between use of profanity and honesty in both individuals and groups. Those who use profanity tend to be more fucking honest.
Shit, yeah.
Pretty bloody interesting. Do you reckon bloody is a swear word?
Not
Profanity?
Not in this country. It's
Yeah.
more of a punctuation.
Yeah, that's right.
You just sprinkle it into sentences to really solidify your Australianness.
Yeah.
But in other countries, sure.
Yeah, okay. But again, pretty interesting. In fact, I think we've spoken about this one before. So I was like, no, I don't want to put that in. Anyway, all I'm saying is Reddit let me down this week.
Shower thoughts, shower thoughts, shower thoughts, shower thoughts.
This shower thought is by Committed Surge. Anyway, 700 million people are smarter than you. May sound like an insult, but it would put you at the 90th percentile.
But do you think that statement is true of us? In this episode alone, we've proven to be very inadequate.
Well, I thought this is interesting. It's like, oh, that may sound like an insult, but it puts you in the high percentage. Yeah. But I thought, well, there's probably more than 700 million people that are smarter than me, which makes me feel worse, which means that it is kind of an insult. You know, it's like...
It's both an insult and not an insult at the same time.
Yeah.
If someone's like, you look better today.
Yeah.
You're both like, oh, thank you, but what?
Yeah, okay.
I think it's a bit like that.
Because it's like...
It is a compliment because you're like, well, technically that's in the top 90%.
Yeah.
But also, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, yes, I see. Well, yeah, that's right. But, I mean, theoretically, you could just say... 1 million people are smarter than me.
That's very good.
So are 700 million. Probably 800 million.
Right.
But,
So you're saying the number, as long as it doesn't get below
it's kind
the
of
amount
irrelevant.
that's actually smarter than you.
Yeah. Kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
There's only one person smarter than me. No, you can't say only.
I will say this to big us up. We're not intelligent in the traditional sense of knowledge and knowing things and understanding concepts. But we are bloody good at a loophole.
Oh, give us a situation. We'll find you a loophole.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another one for you. This is by Cherry83. Rocket scientists probably use the phrase, it's not rocket science, for things they don't understand rather than the traditional way of using it. This isn't rocket science.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. It reminds me a little bit of a Mitchell and Webb sketch.
Yeah.
In which they're at a party and David Mitchell is a rocket scientist.
Yeah.
And every time someone's explaining something to him, he goes, well, it's not rocket science. And then at the end of the sketch, he meets Robert Webb and he's like, oh, he's a brain surgeon.
Yeah.
What do you do? I'm rocket science. Well, rocket science. It's not brain surgery.
What do you reckon? I reckon rocket science would be harder than brain surgery. I'm going to put it out there.
Depends.
Because rocket science, I feel like the science could be infinite. But
Yep.
brain surgery,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a limit to that.
Okay.
You know,
Interesting.
knowledge.
Think about this. Put a brain in a rocket. What do you think of that?
Whoa. Oh my God.
Because then you can like, it's not brain rocket science, is it? And then everyone's like, holy shit.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
He's done it.
There's only like 10 people smarter than him.
And they're all brain rocket scientists, just better in the field.
He's the lowest in the brain rocket science field, but that's what a distinguished field to be in the first place.
This one is by Casper Cunningham. At some point, we all stopped caring about personalizing ringtones. I thought about this just very recently, in fact.
I would say just ringtones in general. Like,
we've all got their standard one, basically.
yeah, I don't
we?
know. I don't know. Because, like, there was a point where you could personalize a ringtone to individual people.
Yeah.
So, like, if you called me, it would be like, who let the dogs out by the bar?
Yeah.
And then when that fell out of vogue, it was just like, well, what is your ringtone? What is it? Something fun?
Yeah.
And now everyone with an iPhone has that marimbula.
Yeah, that's right.
Like everyone. I don't know
yeah.
anyone that doesn't have that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't think I know anyone either.
No.
And I think my mum has different ringtones for different people.
Oh,
That's a
no.
very mum thing, though,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it really is.
They're the only
I
ones that
assume
can get
when
away
you-
with it.
When you call her, it's who let the dogs out by the Baha Man, obviously.
Yeah, no, it's raining men. Super weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's almost like at the point in which it was way easier to change your ringtone as well. Do you remember having to you had to text a number? Like
Yeah.
they would put ads on TV.
Yeah.
You text a number and you could get the crazy frog ringtone.
Yeah. And it was like $5-6 a ringtone.
It was expensive.
I also remember a time slightly before this where you could compose your own monophonic ringtone.
Yeah, that's right.
And you would go to these websites
Yeah.
and they'd give you a combination of numbers to press in your composer.
Yeah.
And it would compose like a monotone version of like the Seinfeld theme or something.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. I remember.
And now, ironically, now that we have the choice of anything in the world
Yeah.
in proper MP3 quality,
Yeah.
Marimbula,
Remember that.
that's all we want.
Takes the cake.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of science behind that, psychology. I mean, Apple probably looked into that.
Yeah.
Like, what's the best sound
What's the
for
most
a ringtone?
fun?
Yeah, what's the most fun? Yeah, that's right. But yeah, it's almost like because I think it just became embarrassing. I reckon that's what happened. Everybody did it just once, and then you're on the bus and your phone rang, and it's raining men,
Yeah.
and you were like, oh.
Mum's
Sorry,
calling.
it's mum. So yeah, I reckon that's what happened. Because I was watching House the other day,
Yeah.
and he had his ringtone set up. I was like, oh, it's an old,
What
it's
a
an
loser.
old thing.
Did he have a flip phone?
He did have a flip
Oh,
phone.
no.
What such a loser. That show is so old.
So-
It makes me think of how old I am.
You're pretty
When I
old.
watch old TV shows,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I used to watch this in my prime.
I was watching the original UK Office when you came home,
Yeah.
and boy, that show looks old.
Oh yeah, it looks so old.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes me very sad.
That's right. I have one last one for you, Cambo.
Sure.
It's by Narcs Dog.
Ooh.
There's a big difference between men and women when they say they finished a whole box of tissues watching that film last night. Not to debase the show. Okay, I wouldn't want to do that.
No.
How could you possibly finish a box of tissues? For if you're a guy,
Yeah.
you're,
I think
watching a certain film.
I think they don't
it's
understand.
an audio descriptive film.
I think they don't understand what I'm going to call the recalibration period.
Yes. Yeah. Because, that's right.
There's two situations.
Yeah.
Either you watch this film over a very long period of time,
Yeah.
like you were stopping and starting, and it took hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
So in which point you recalibrated,
Yeah.
or
That's still a lot of tissues.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
a lot of-
And in that same scenario, you're very wasteful with tissues.
You're very wasteful.
Or
you only need like one.
Situation
fold
2,
that in half.
and again, I don't want to bring the show down too much, so we'll move on very quickly after this.
yeah.
It's a lot of splooge.
It's a lot of splooge. That is a lot. That's like, let's say there's like, what, 250 tissues in a packet?
Yeah.
Like minimum.
Yeah.
For a normal box. That's a lot of splooge.
Yeah.
And I think you would hurt something. These don't good for your health. Anywho, let's move on to podnapping.
Oh my god, I'm being podnapped!
Podnapping.
This is a segment of the show.
Do you want to start again, Nelson? Hang on.
Oh my god, I'm being podnapped!
Podnapping.
This is the segment of the show where we nap a pod.
There we go. We'll edit the other one out.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Where we take a topic of conversation or a segment of another podcast that we've listened to throughout the week.
Yep.
It's becoming harder and harder, I'm not going to lie.
It is a bit,
And we do it on our podcast. But Cambo, this week I came up with something genius.
Okay, what have you done to skirt around what you actually had to do?
Loopholes, Cambo. What do we love?
Loopholes.
I'm podnapping Reddit on Reddit. What? Just more shower thoughts. That's all I got.
Nelson, I don't love it.
Yeah.
I'll say this. You're skating on thin ice with this one.
Look, you know what? I tried really
You
hard.
didn't.
I didn't. No. I had this idea like a week ago, kind of just after I did my last semester. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll just do that next time.
You're like, well, that was the last of them.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to have to do that thing I thought I'd never have to do.
Anyway, I thought that we can make a bit of a game out of this. So
Sure.
the segment that I'm stealing is we did a lot of Australian sayings.
Yep.
And so I told you the word, and then you gave me kind of the definition.
I remember.
And Australian slang.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, we have a lot of American listeners. Why don't I give you some American slang?
Okay.
And you try to give me the definition
Sure.
of that. I think you'll get a lot of these.
Yep.
But there's a few in here
Okay.
that stumped me. And if you go through them too quick, I actually also have British slang at the end, just as a backup.
It's good to know that I think it's like over 60 to 70% of our listenership is American. So why not just offend them right now
Yeah,
by not
could
understanding their language?
I think you will be offended. You know, I mean, they will think you're an idiot for not getting these.
I don't imagine that would be
Maybe.
the case. Not on this show, Nelson.
Anywho, here we go,
Sure.
Cambo. First one. And also,
Yep.
if you are an American listening, feel free to tell us if you don't agree with these.
Yeah.
Or
'cause
if you've got some better ones, send those in.
sometimes I hear the inverse of this with people trying to guess what Australian saying is.
Yeah.
I'll hear the definition. I'm like, that's not really what
Yeah.
it means. Yeah.
Or the one that we had the other week, which was like Sabuteo, and it was Sabuteo, and it was that soccer game.
Yeah.
And I was like, I literally have never heard of that before.
No.
It's not like a really Australian thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So, first one is ankle biter.
It's a little kid, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. A derogatory. It says derogatory term for an
Yeah.
infant or a small child.
Yeah.
Bail.
To leave.
You're leaving in a hurry.
Yeah.
Yes. Chilling.
See, bail is something that we say that
Yeah,
here.
yeah, we say that too. But yeah, that's right. Because I was thinking some of these. Okay, even if we don't necessarily say them. No, we would say them all the time. But what I mean is, we watch a lot of American TV.
Right, yeah,
it
yeah.
dominates the world.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're probably going to hear most of
Yeah.
these.
So next one was chill.
Chilling.
It's like to hang out.
Yep.
Yeah.
For real.
Like seriously.
Yes.
Like if someone's for real. They're being serious.
They said speaking honestly and truthfully.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you for real?
Was that an American accent?
Yeah. that was American accent
Yeah.
of
very
a
good.
guy who just had his wallet stolen
Right.
on the subway. He just found out. You for real?
Right.
That's what he said.
Yeah. Is he an
Kinda
Australian,
just to- kinda
Australian
just
guy on
to-
the subway?
No, he's just like got a bit of a cold. Hooker.
Prostitute.
See, we'd say hooker too.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's common. Oh yeah, probably okay. Okay. In a New York minute.
I don't know if this is true, but I learnt that the word hooker came from a section in like New England or somewhere like that where all the prostitutes would hang out on Hooker Street. Hence they became hookers. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, no,
but,
it's true. It's definitely true.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't look that up. In a New York minute.
In a New York minute, the only reference I really know to New York minute is the Mary-Kate and Ashley film of the same name, which featured Simple Plan. Is a New York minute like several minutes? Or is it quicker?
It's quicker.
Right, so it's like
they
45
said
seconds.
to do something very fast.
Right.
But I struggle with that one as well. I was like, it's probably something to that.
Yeah, here we call it an Adelaide minute because Adelaide is the New York of Australia for people that are listening.
If somebody said an Adelaide minute, I'd be like, see me next week.
Yeah. I see it's not worth it.
Yeah, yeah. That's way more accurate.
Yeah.
Okay, juiced.
It can mean two things. It can mean like steroids. Like pumping
that's
juice.
what I thought initially. Yeah.
Or I thought it meant like like full of like pumped up.
Oh,
you're juiced.
also not that.
Right.
I was putting that in the same category. No, this is to be very excited or eager to do something.
Oh, okay.
I'm so juiced for that football game.
Where I'll take juice, the steroid kind. That's my American accent.
Okay, yeah, good. That's good. Yeah. I was doing a Boston guy with a French mother.
I'm an American from Adelaide.
Knocked up.
Pregnant. Yeah.
Preggers.
We know that
That's
from
what
the
we
movie.
call it. Preggers.
Up the duff.
Up the duff. Yeah, Australians are so weird. Queen?
Like as in yes, queen? Like a strong female?
No.
What is it?
A homosexual man.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
Which you would... It's not the first go-to for us, but,
we say a homosexual man.
yeah. A gaybo, I think. Yes. The technical term. Trashed.
Drunk.
Yes. Zonked.
Zonked?
Yeah.
Hit on the head?
No.
What is it?
I knew this one. It was completely exhausted or very tired.
Zonked?
Yeah.
All right.
Like, yeah.
We say chuffed.
Chuffed. Okay, so these ones, next few, they said they were more region specific. Sure. So, y'all.
You all.
Yes. From the South and Texas.
Yep. Alan from the TV show Alan says y'all a lot.
Y'all, that's right. They separated the South and Texas. Is that normal?
I mean, Texas is very big. It kind of goes all the way up into the middle as well a little bit.
Right. Okay. So they feel like if they just said left that as the South, I would assume it's Texas.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm a stupid Australian. Fixin' to.
Getting ready to, like you fixing for a fight. You're getting ready for a fight.
Yeah. About to. They said. Yep. Wicked, and this is in New England, the region of New England.
Oh, like so Boston, like wicked smart.
Yeah, wicked smart.
It's like very.
Yeah.
Like something's really wicked high.
They gave an example. These lobsters are wicked good.
Yeah. That's very Boston.
We say. Do you know what I actually think? Adelaideans say wicked. I reckon it's very.
So is Adelaide the Boston of Australia?
Yeah, I think so.
By which I mean trash.
Oh, you bloody! We've lost so many listeners now.
I have most of my Boston knowledge from the movie The Departed, which I do feel like is maybe like kind of a racist stereotype. of Boston.
And The Town, isn't that also in Boston?
Like a bunch of Ben Affleck movies. Good Will Hunting.
I didn't know this. Well, not necessarily, but clothes tree.
Like a person, like a model.
No, that would be interesting. Let's go with that. Let's start using that as a term.
What's a clothes tree?
A piece of furniture with extended arms that stands against the wall for hanging clothes.
Okay.
Hella.
Like have a hella good time kind of thing?
Yes.
Like halava, isn't it? It's just...
yeah, that's right. Yeah. They said to describe something that is really good.
Yeah, so these lobsters are hella wicked.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. And that was from the Northern California region, in case you were interested.
I was.
This is from the eastern Wisconsin
Okay.
and eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island regions. Bubbler.
Bubbler.
Yeah.
I don't know what bubbler is.
Yeah, I didn't either. It is a drinking fountain, public drinking fountain.
Okay.
Makes sense, I guess.
Bubbler, yeah.
This is from the Michigan's Upper Peninsula region.
They're getting very specific.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? Pank.
Pank.
I haven't heard of
Yeah,
it.
no
I
idea.
haven't heard about this one either. They said another way to say compress or push down. I had to pank down the garbage so that I could get more into the can. That's interesting.
Wouldn't they say trash?
Pank. Garbage. No, they say garbage.
I don't know.
This is Pennsylvania. Bufflehead.
Bufflehead. Is it like an idiot?
Yeah, slang for idiot.
Okay.
Yep.
That I didn't know that. That was just a guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it doesn't sound like a compliment.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, no, it's an real bufflehead. And you're like, thanks,
Thank
man.
you. I try real hard. This is Wisconsin.
Yep.
Whoopin' sucker.
Whooping soccer.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
This is awesome. We should use this word
Okay.
in future. It says a shorthanded way to describe something that is really terrific. This multi-level burger is a real whoopin' sucker.
That sounds like the bizarre slang that would be Australian.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
ours is just like sing-songy and gibberish.
Yeah, yeah.
And that is
that's
quite
right.
sing-songy and gibberish.
I think we should start using this one. Because then we can say these these lobsters are whipping sucker
wicked.
wicked.
By the way, I realized I made a mistake earlier by saying New England and Boston were the same place.
Oh, I have no idea.
No, Boston is in Massachusetts.
Right.
So I realized my mistake, but they're geographically kind of close.
You're the worst.
Yeah.
Puny.
Small.
Small, yeah. It said that's from Hawaii, but I would actually say that we say puny a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's not that uncommon. Okay, that was all the American slang I had. So a lot of them we know,
Yeah,
and I feel like mainly from TV and
Yeah,
stuff.
through,
But
like-
there's a few in there that were some curveballs.
Yeah, through like pop culture and stuff. Yeah. The more regional specific you got, the harder it became.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, I've got a few British slang. Should we quickly go through these ones?
Yeah, sure.
Again, some of these I think mostly we'll know. I mean, we're like half,
Yeah.
British.
Australians are like rubbish British people.
Yeah. Okay, cock up.
To mess up.
Yep. Actually, I don't know this one. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Skive. Skive.
Like, isn't it someone that's like destitute? Like a, like if someone's a skiv, aren't they like kind of like a bit of a bogan or a redneck or?
No, not quite. Well, they said lazy
Okay.
or avoid doing something. Yeah, didn't know that. Okay. Know your onions.
Know your onions. I don't know.
Knowledgeable.
Okay.
That's interesting. Though.
I mean, I probably could have guessed that, but I thought that was too
really
basic for that
Yes,
specific.
I suppose, yeah. It's monkeys outside.
Is that sounds like Cockney rhyming slang?
No.
But it like I don't know what monkeys would have rhymed with. What is monkeys like raining?
It's its own thing.
Okay.
It's like, it doesn't.
Is
really
that when
make
it
sense.
rains monkeys in Britain?
Yes. It's very cold.
Okay.
I would have thought, if anything, like crazy. Like, oh, it's crazy outside.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
Bad.
Yeah. Well, it actually says garbage. It was more of a matter
Oh
of
right.
fact.
Or trash.
Or trash. Blimey.
Well, we say that.
Yeah.
It's like an expression of disbelief.
Yes. Gutted.
Like, blimey, this lobster's... I forgot all the words.
wicked. I don't know. Gutted.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
You were gutted that the lobster
The lobsters
wasn't
weren't wicked. Chuffed.
pleased.
You were chuffed that the lobsters.
Never gets old. That's the best thing about that joke.
This actually says proud. What did you say? Pleased.
Proud. Oh yeah. Like you're chuffed with your results of your test.
Yeah. I'll give you points for that one.
Thank you.
By the way, I've been scoring this whole time.
How am I doing?
You'll see. Lost the plot.
Gone crazy.
Is exactly the definition they get. You get bonus points for that.
Yes.
I mean, you need them. Sorted.
Something is arranged.
Yeah. Oh my God, you've done it again. Bonus
Double
points again.
I needed them.
Hoover.
It's a vacuum.
Yes. Kip.
It's a meal,
Nope.
isn't it?
I don't. Is it? I don't.
I always thought having a kip was like a
No.
Okay.
I think you're misremembering.
Okay. Yeah, I might be. What is it?
To a sleep or a nap.
Okay. Right.
Have a kip.
Yeah,
Have a
okay.
nap. Yeah. Bee's knees.
Something is the best.
Yes. Dodgy.
Something is not the best. It's a bit bloody. How do you do?
Yes. They said suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Wonky.
Okay. That could be a few things. Could be unstable is the actual definition, or if they're trying to say like that guy's a bit wonky. Like
Yeah. Not. They put not right.
okay.
Yeah. Wicked.
Oh, the lobster again.
Oh yeah. We don't need to do that one. I'm kind of half not listening to your answers.
Okay.
I'm looking at the
That's
next
good
one.
to know. I'll just say whatever.
These next two are boring. Tad.
Small.
Little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wrong.
What?
Oh boy. Oh boy. That one set you back. That one set you back. Fanny.
In England, that is a front bottom.
Oh,
Is that the exact definition?
That's what they wrote.
Yeah.
Vagina, Cambo.
Yeah.
You've passed.
Thank you.
Barely though, just so
Ooh.
barely. You got an F+.
It's a passer.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh no, because D's get degrees, don't they?
Yeah.
Shit.
F's get. I don't know.
A kip.
Get. All right, let's get into Ask Me Anything, where listeners of the show, just like you, listener, can write in and ask us anything you want. Not that I care whether you write in, because I don't really care about you at all or anything, but please write in.
Said it earlier, I love it. And in fact, I love what Abigail has said.
Oh.
What a transition. She said, hey guys. Now, Abigail, I'm aware that you might be a newer listener.
Oh, boy.
But the correct way
I'm
to...
so sick of these listeners, seriously.
the correct way to address us is gentlemen.
That's right.
Oh, I just read the start of Amanda's. We're going to have to word her as
Oh,
well.
boy. Oh, boy.
I'll correct it. Gentlemen, I hope you're having a
Oh, my
wonderful...
God, Campbell, I just realized something else. Last week, Abigail also read in. Didn't call us gentlemen either.
Look, Abigail, we like your chutzpah.
We really appreciate it.
So we will let it go.
Yeah.
I've been moving in with my boyfriend this week, and it got me thinking. Now, Nelson, that's a signal for you to back off, all right?
Oh, I mean, doing all this heavy flirting.
Yeah. You've been doing the auto replies on Gmail. Since we're both broke college students, we eat a lot of ramen. If you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? Thanks, boys. And that's boys, B-O-I-S, which is the correct way.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, you've done well there.
Yes, you are the bomb.edu.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
good.
Again,
You've won us back.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we appreciate it. Can I say ramen delicious?
Yeah.
Look, it's
not a bad choice.
It is soup. Abigail, please eat something with vegetables in it because ramen is super